That's in the musical stuff, yes.
That's okay.
It's okay.
There is a book, I haven't read it, but there is a book about a guy that he is a writer,
Yeah.
no? And then he helped. I don't know if in Philippines you had this profession, but because the people didn't, not all the people knew how to write, no? So then by the churches normally, there were some escribanos. So there was these people that was helping other people to write letters or to read letters that they were receiving.
Yeah.
So then you go to this with this escribano, and then you tell, okay, I need you to help me to write a letter for my son because I miss him. And so they don't even just were dictating. The escribano was helping them with basically translating their feelings, no?
So it's like a translator, but through writings.
Yeah, so then it's just like, please tell him that I miss him and that I want him to come. And then the escribano was saying like, this is your mother, I miss you so much, please come soon, and blah 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 blah. And so that was the work of the escribano.
Yeah.
And then there is this book about an escribano that then he's mad about the technology because he said because now there is the typing, the
typewriter.
Typewriter, and so then that people does not need to write it down.
No.
There is somebody who just type it, no?
Yeah.
And then he refused to adopt the technology, you know. He's like, no, everything needs to be writing because it's not the same. And he's so mad at it that then he cannot help to be mad. But then the daughter starts to learn typing, writing, and then he's mad at the daughter. And then the daughter decides to let the father and do
typewriting,
do her life. And then she say goodbye to him in a letter written with the typewriter machine. And he's like, he insulted. Yeah.
Have you seen this? There's a VR show where they're showing your ancestor.
No.
And one of the musician, I think his name is Malte. One of his ancestors, like, that's his job. Scribano, the one you mentioned. Yes. And then he was like very important in the 1500 time because nobody knows how to write. Yeah. So that was his job where he wrote for royal family. Yeah. And he also managed to wrote a psalm in Grundy. You know those one that they're using in Danish church. And the funny thing is now he's a musician who also composed his song. Okay. So he said that it could be, from his genes way back in 1500. Yeah. Because his ancestor is one of those scribano. Yes. But I remember also I saw a young girl who's offering a typewriter job in the, I don't know if it's in New York, but it's like on the street where she have like this sign where do you want to have your letters to your loved ones, and then she like charged them for typewriting and then give it to them in a special now it's like classic, but when I was back in the 90s, I actually studied the secretarial course.
Yeah, I did also. Yeah, I know how to use my right fingers to do
Exactly, yeah.
I know.
It's like before keyboard,
Yeah, exactly.
Laptop keyboard, then you have to like memorize what's in the typewriter. It's
very useful, no?
Yeah. I mean, in the old documents, they're all typewritten before computer. Yeah. Our birth certificates are typed in typewriter.
Yeah, so I think every generation has this like facing new technologies, no? Every
Yeah.
generation is the
Yeah.
same, and then it's like, oh no,
then,
the old one was better, so you
Yeah.
have certain resistance.
Yes, of course. I mean, the older generation, they always wanna like kind of maintain what they've already learned, and it's like I think the new thing is kind of scary.
Yeah,
You know, like
it's always
you know,
scary to change,
yeah.
but it is. It's also nice when you adopt the technology and you realize what I think about technology, because that was your question, is that it's very good,
Yeah.
but again you have to learn it, but still like contribute. For example, now my worry is about the technology, that it's so easy everything, that the people is not adding value.
Yeah.
You just ask ChatGPT how
Yeah.
to write even a letter, no?
Yeah.
Even something, then the most simple email,
Yeah.
everything passed through ChatGPT now.
Yeah.
No? So then you, for example, I had this in fact there was this guy that was the director, no, now, and so you hear him talking normally, and he was certain way of people,
Yeah.
no, and then every time you receive an email from him, it wasn't him.
No.
No.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I also recently got an offer at work where you could use Grammarly. You know, where you will correct all your grammars.
Yeah.
But then I understand what you're saying, because you're missing the people behind the one who's
The
writing
writing.
Yeah. Because nowadays, for example, if someone tried to fish you or scam you, you always is that the way how I write? You know, it's like you could kind of know the character of the person writing it. Because, for example, the way she wrote it is not this spelling or the grammar, but that's her personality. That's the way she write this word, you know. Or the sentence is not perfect, but that's the way she write it, because that's like how she learned that sentence, that particular sentence, So I understand what you're saying. You're missing the emotion or the personality of the person. If everyone will use ChatGPT or this kind of application, then we're like robot talking to another robot.
Yeah.
There's
What is the point? Also some people, because they have so much work, they cannot even read it.
Yeah.
So then the person that wrote is not the person.
Yeah.
The person that read is not a person. So you receive the filtered information. So that is my only concern about it, and also that the people, many kids may be just lazy, no, and then not learn, and then they don't create. But not all. For example, I am taking lessons of Danish.
Yeah.
With a person, no, she goes to my place, and then she explained me that she has certain rules with the kids.
Yeah.
With her kids. About how long can they use the cell phone and everything every day.
Yeah.
Because she also wants them to do some other things.
Yeah.
So I think that is a function that the parents are not willing to do, that discussion with the kids.
Yeah.
And then they don't allow them to do other things, because it's so distracting, no, the computer.
Yeah.
And so, for example, their kids are in music and doing sports.
Yeah.
But because they like us, so they really use a lot of time now. For example, one of them use a lot of time in playing the piano.
Yeah.
And if they are just in the computer, they may spend all day playing games.
Yes.
And then the ChatGPT doing the homework.
No.
So
Then have you? Probably it's also your age. The encyclopedia. Do you remember that encyclopedia?
Encyclopedia.
When there's no Google, and then you have to kind of do really research and then read everything before you get the answer to your assignment.
And also, but it was a good. I mean, there were some. Always you let something that was really good. No, for example, when there was about the handwriting, then the
Mm.
people used to do a very nice letter, a
Yeah,
very nice.
and then you like make it beautiful.
And you had your personality, you know, in how did you write.
How did you write it,
And then when you are using only computers now, then you miss that part.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know how do you write. You don't know. You cannot identify
you
if I
cannot
did it
feel
or not.
if it's just the same, all the same.
So we miss that part, no?
Mm.
It's like when the people read in a book
Yeah,
or read in the computer.
yeah,
It's not the same.
not the
So
same.
you are missing something.
That's why I don't want the book to be. I mean, I get. Even though I'm IT, I know that it needs to be digitalized so we don't lose them. But I still like the texture. You know, when I read the book, when I could feel the paper.
Yeah, when you will
And
hear,
also
hear
the
the
smell
sound
of the paper.
of passing the next page, and it is very different. Also, for example, I went once to Las Vegas, and then I was playing games, no, in the machines. And it was very fun because you had like a bucket, and then you had coins, and then you had to you could use them, and then you had to put a palanca,
Yes.
to cash or not. And then if you win, then you receive the cash like coins. And so it was fantastic. And then the last time that I saw one of those machines, it's like I still have the palanca. You just have to press a button. You don't have the coins anymore. But you hear the
Ding,
sound.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. So it's so weird.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the
no,
same.
not the same experience.
Yeah. So you're missing, but winning, but missing things. Yeah. So yeah. But the thing, the old things always prevail anyway.
Yeah, and I mean the problem is we could not change. You know, we could not prevent the changes.
Exactly. And then, but also you cannot resist the changes, no? Because it'll be silly, because then you don't adopt those technologies that are also good for you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think we could maybe mix the old and new.
Yeah, there is the point is to be clever enough to adopt. Adopt, and at the same time
not forget the past.
Or if you are so attached to the past, then you can stay with your thing and become an specialist on the old stuff, because there will always be people looking for the old way to do things. But I can continue with the original question, that is, what do I think about technology? Is like I try to use it as a resource.
Yes.
Not as the main tool.
Yes, that's correct. That's also how it should be. I think it should be used. So not forgetting, it's like, okay, you try it first and then see. Do you really need this? Or you could just do it on your own.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
And not copy paste.
Not copy paste,
And isn't it funny when something happened in your life, and then you sort of like to, your mind is so used to computers that this, how can I reverse this?
How can I reset this? Yeah, exactly. You cannot do that in real life.
In real life.
Yeah.
Where is the bottom of undo?
Undo.
Yeah. So
I feel like, you know, if we have these letters still in the Philippines, it must be difficult to write a letter.
No, the Arabic and everybody that use symbols, they do it.
Yeah.
So when you have to do it, you do it.
I guess you just need to kind of learn it, right?
Yeah, of course.
I guess if it was still used, then it could still be
super easy and super simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see something in Arabic, now that I follow the news about Gaza, and then you see all these people trying to communicate what they are going through, and then you see it's also very sad that you cannot
understand.
read them, no?
Yeah, the letters, yeah.
Because sometimes also if I translate it, I don't know
It's
I
not
don't know
translated correctly.
if it is translated the real meaning of what they are trying to
Yeah.
say. Yeah. But now when you do it daily, of course, you become a master.
I'm done with the vowel.
Oh.
It's A, E, O, U. See, that's what I'm saying. For example, this is A, and this is A and E, and then O and U. So that means you could use both of these letters for A and E, and then O and U. What if you're trying to say, for example, we say Veronica, and then you have E and E. You might misspell it, say Veronica.
No, but I suppose that you may use this because it depends on where the previous letter start, probably, no?
Yeah, but I actually there's one thing I was because I was like getting deep into
Ah.
you know, it's like, for example, if you're going to say B, it's like this one ba, and there's, if it's ba, be, po,
So
there's a dot there.
So
So there's a little bit, and then here
Yeah.
it's a dot on the below, and then you know,
Yeah.
and then there's an X, and it's like, you know.
When
so
you learn the typing, writing, did you also learn to do the tachygraphy? The
stenography.
I also learned.
I learned that also. I have a certificate for stenography.
Yeah.
And then,
So it's
typewriting.
it's la, le, li, lo, lu.
Yes,
Luego era ma,
you know,
mas,
when I was in
mama. How do you write mama?
I forgot now.
Really?
But then, you know, like it's similar to this, right? Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I
so
remember
like that.
at that time in the 90s when I was studying that, it makes sense to me, right? It makes sense to us, like, oh yeah, that's how we write it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess that's how.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Nazi days, I guess they have those kind of secret ways of writing letters or alphabet.
Yeah, so
Oh, I know now. That's why there's like in this, there's like different kind of dots. Because
yeah,
it
because
depends on
everything is
ba,
ba.
baby, and there's like a ba is just a black one, and the be is the blue dot. You know.
Is
See?
it? It's the
Yes,
other way
yes.
around, I think.
No, it's like that because it's the color. See.
It says no.
Ba, baby.
No, the
bo.
bo
Bo is the
was like
red
that.
one.
Okay.
Yes.
And this
It's a B, just the letter B.
it's just if it has
Yeah,
without
big,
it's
it's
without
a big
any consonant.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a capital letter.
It's
I
just a
guess.
big.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool, right? Oh my god.
So you can have a code.
Yeah.
You can start using code with
You
your
know,
friends.
you know, in some
What
t-shirts,
is your name?
someone have a tattoo. You know, like for
Yeah.
example, I write my name here. Right?
Yeah, maybe you just have to write your name.
Yeah. I could do that in a t-shirt.
Oh, mine will be easier.
For example,
V. But what will you do? Would you do V? V?
Veronica. Yeah, we don't have a B,
Well, but I suppose that you use.
so we don't have a B at that
Oh
time.
yeah. No, but we in Mexico and Spain.
It's B. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your B.
B.
If I will write my name, it's going to be R-O. It's like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you can end the L will be alone. Yeah, without any dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
I was like practicing it the other day because it's like I wanna have, you know, like most of my paintings are mostly like Filipino Danish, you know, like whatever in me, like whatever inspires me or kind of represent me.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, I get happy. My husband, you know, his favorite painting is that one I show you, like the rice terraces and the Fukiyake, you know, that church in the Christian. So
Nuestra Señora de no sé qué, yeah.
that church, yeah.
It's very nice.
Sometimes, you know, in a day in my previous shop, I normally like paint or sew in a day. Like, okay, I'm tired of sewing, I'm going to paint.
Yeah, today is this.
Today is paint day, and then tomorrow, okay, I'll sew, and then, you know. So it's like there's a variation. And it's like when you do like this, you know, when you use your hand in creative way, your brain is kind of relaxing. It's kind of exciting, but at the same time, it's not like stressful.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like chills your brain.
I didn't, I didn't expect it, so it was so good.
It's good, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Oh my god, it's hard to write my name, but I managed to do it now.
Yeah.
But I see some who's having like this tattoo, you know, in the Philippines. Some Filipinos has a tattoo of their name, for example, or whatever, what they want to
Yeah.
put in there.
Like when the people does the tattoos and they don't know the language.
Yeah.
I say, don't you never know what they write
What
to
they're
you.
writing in you, yeah. Yeah. I remember those like Chinese tattoo, and they're like when the Chinese people because they just think like, you know, okay, I wanna have this tattoo, and they don't know the meaning of it.
Yeah.
They just like think it looks good, and then the Chinese will see the tattoo and make fun of them because the meaning of it is like funny.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but it is, there have been so many ways to communicate. That is difficult also to think about civilizations without writing, no? So, for example, in Mexico, there are some, you know that we had this, the Aztecs and the Mayas and everything, but before them, there were some other civilizations.
This is my name.
So this will be Ro?
Yeah.
S?
Yes. Ro. No, this is R, and this is O.
No, but you have to use Ro.
Yeah. Then I don't need to write the 3.
Exactly.
And then this is S S A L.
S S
A L.
Will be like that, or
S,
or will be just
this one without this, and then S S. And
no,
then
but then I think that you will have to do Ro.
Yeah.
S one alone.
Yeah.
And then the other S A.
S A.
Sa.
Sa.
Rose. S
And then
S A and then I think so, no?
Possible. Puede.
Puede ser.
Puede.
Puede ser.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like going back to the old.
Yeah.
Even my parents didn't use these letters.
No, that is one thing that is it's very nice. The Spanish is used in so many countries. It's so easy for a Spanish speaker, no?
Yeah.
But yeah, also we had our language, no? So
that's why they said that they're stronger because they have colonized a lot. And the difference between Spanish colonization and English colonization is that Spanish always introduced the Catholicism and the Spanish ways, Spanish last name, Spanish, like all of this. Unlike the English, they said that when it's English colony, they don't change anything in the country. I don't know if that's true. They just
well, they didn't have that culture because the English were like
guess they just introduced the language.
Yeah. For example, in the areas of all these Indians in North America, the Native American Indians, they have their languages, no? Their ways and the way of trade and everything. So they just eliminate them. It's so cruel.
Well, I mean now there's still some sort of colonization, but it's just a different way. It's a war.
Yeah.
They still wants to.
Yeah, we are in a very difficult time for the people to believe in things. I just think that all these things that are happening in the world
Mm.
are all about money, about basically about selling weapons.
Mm.
So it's like I don't know exactly who are the owners of all these companies that sell weapons,
Yeah.
but they are the only ones winning with all this.
Mm.
And so, but then it's like suddenly this country attacked this country, and now out of nothing, no? Like these mini attacks of what was it? Sri Lanka or what was it that they had?
Is it in Nepal?
Yeah, it was no a recent
Sri Lanka?
a recent attack between two countries. That
In Pakistan.
yeah, they were not.
Yeah, in Pakistan and Sri Lanka, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's as if somebody just needed to sell some weapons.
It's the weapons are quite dangerous. You know, if just like having a gun is like, even though okay, this is a protection, but once you have it, you have like kind of
the possibility to use it.
Exactly. Yeah. If you don't have it, then you don't have it. We're not going to attempt to use it.
Yeah.
But if you have it, it's like okay, if someone did something, I will really shoot them or you know like.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. It's a dangerous time. I think that they are privileged, but yeah, there's many people that is not.
It's not good. I mean, yeah, it's should not die. You have to enjoy life.
Yeah, but we have that chance. But it's so sad that there is people that don't. They just get born in a bad situation country. That's it. That's their life.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything.
No.
They just got born.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just sad that they won't have to get the chance of life that
they
the
cannot
others
choose.
Yeah. So sometimes it also depends where you were born. You know.
Yeah.
What kind of life are you going to have?
Yeah, we had that dicho. We do have those also, no? And there is a dicho. Geografía es destino. It's like depending on where you
were born, yeah,
is your destiny.
But the funny with us too, we were born in a different country, and then we end up here in Denmark.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my video is almost half an hour now. I have memory still. That's surprising. I have memory in my phone.
But do you have but my sister, for example, one of my sisters, she is a yoga teacher, and so she sometimes she saved the sessions, no? And then she saved them in like
OneDrive or
no,
hard drive.
She just saved that in the phone and right away pass it to the computer.
Yeah.
So she does not keep it
in the phone.
Yeah.
I also do that when my phone says okay, you don't have enough memory.
And in the phone, she has this. What she activates is this mode of speed up the video. So
you don't. I'm in my YouTube channel, I normally just shoot and upload. I'm so lazy. I am not that good in. Don't want to spend time in editing.
Yeah, but it's like when you.
There's an app.
No, when you type something, when you
just
do the video or something, and then you use this mode of
settings.
It's not a slow motion. It's the other. It's time lapse.
Time lapse.
So, for example, I will film you in time lapse. So do many movements, many. Yeah. So then
you do time lapse.
Yeah. And so you just use
child
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing of space.
Mm,
So then when she's doing the session of yoga,
yeah.
then she can have the whole session of yoga and she does not use 1 hour of
Yeah.
yeah. So you can do that for your videos and you don't have to edit anything.
No, but the point is, you want to hear what the discussion is about. You want.
Well, afterwards, yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
It's okay. I have a OneDrive. I could just transfer it in my OneDrive. I also have a hard drive. So
Yeah.
it's nice, right, to go out and
Yes.
I mean,
I was working so much
Yeah.
this week.
really?
Yeah.
Me too.
I am going to Mexico.
When?
In fact, Tuesday. Tuesday I'm leaving
You're leaving. How long are you going to stay there?
until 10th of October.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it a vacation? This what is this? No, it's not yet week 42. But there was this upcoming vacation.
Which vacation?
After Australia.
I don't know.
Are you going off for work or you're working from Mexico?
I am working for Mexico.
Yeah.
And then they will start with Business Central in 1st of October.
Business Central.
Yeah. So then I am helping them to do the implementation, and then I have to be there. Later I come on 10 because my husband's birthday is on 15.
Yeah. So you come home.
Yeah, I come home. I want to go home to go
Yeah,
with
of
him
course.
somewhere. My birthday is on 3 of October, so I'll be with
Probably.
my family there.
That's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
My son have October also.
Yeah?
20.
Oh.
I don't know if you have the same.
So he's Libra, no? Still.
Not sure. I'm not good at sign. That's what I was about to say. I'm not good. I'm not sure if you're the same sign.
I think so. I think that is until 21, more or less.
And then his best friend also have his birthday is October 20 and his best friend is 22.
22. Oh.
That's why they're very close. They have like kind of same humor, I guess. Same sign.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, very
Cool.
yeah.
I don't put my initial in front of my painting. I put it at the back.
Oh.
Because I don't want to distract the painting.
Oh.
I want it to be just like they just enjoy the whatever, they look at it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, that's correct. Okay, good. I thought I made a mistake, but it's good. Okay, it's ka. I was thinking, did I put the ka here?
Oh.
No.
1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Ma here. This is ma.
Ma.
I have to write it so I know what the symbol means,
Yes. That's super nice.
I'm thinking everyone should have like some sort of biography. So when they die, people would know, okay, what is the story of this person,
Yeah. It is sad, no? That after a while, then the people forget about other people.
Yeah. When I was actually thinking of, when I'm watching this, like all of this ancestor and everything, I was like thinking, should I make my own family tree, finding where my ancestors from?
That'd be very nice.
Yeah. I mean, I took like this DNA test, and there where I found like 80% Filipino, and then some mix of like some sort of Indonesian, Chinese. I think there's a little bit of very very small portion of Middle East and
In your family?
Europe and yeah.
Nice. That was very nice. Do you remember that I couldn't go to the national museums in the park?
Yeah.
Then I went back to the National Museum, no, one day,
Yeah.
and then I was visiting alone, and then there were some girls using burqa, you know, the clothes in different. There were three, but they were each of them with a different kind of burqa, no? One with the all cover, and the other with a colorful one, and the other with a black one, no? But they still just covering the head. So the three of them were Muslims, and then they were together, and then they came and said if I could take them a picture. I said yes, of course. And then they were asking they were curious, where are you from? And I said, I'm from Mexico. We have a friend from Mexico. We have a friend from Mexico, they were saying. And so they were very, very cute. And the three of them were from Philippines, but from the islands, you know? They said that they have, they are Muslims. So they said there is a huge community of Muslim.
Down in the south.
Yeah. They were very, very beautiful and kind. They were so happy.
I feel like even Muslims have kind of different kind of culture. Depends on where country they are from. Even though they have the same religion, but you know, of course, they also have this religion, and at the same time, they have like their own country's culture that they adapt. And I think their ways are kind of different from the Muslim in the Philippines and then the Muslim, for example, in the Middle East.
Yeah.
You know, because for example, I assume, because I also have some classmates before were Muslims in the college. You know, they are more bubbly. They are like, you know, happy, and you know, they have the Filipino culture even though they're Muslim.
Yeah.
So kind of unique from, for example, if I meet some Muslim here in Denmark, they also have kind of different culture, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like us. It's like in Mexico we are Catholic normally, no?
Yeah.
But the people from the north is different than the people from the south. Naturally, no matter if it's Catholic or whatever. So the religion really does define part of your life, but not all your life.
I guess it also depends how their family are and how they were brought up.
You are a combination, no? You are not just like one religion. I mean, you have a family, you have
your
friends.
personality also.
So then you absorb things about those also, no? Like it might be like. Also, for example, there's some people that in their family that are very strict about religion, and some others are not, no?
Yeah.
So then is you cannot say like because he's Catholic, you cannot really guess my behavior just because of my religion. No?
Yeah, that's right.
There are good Catholics and bad Catholics.
So, exactly.
So you never know.
Yeah, that's correct. It's good I made it brown because I'm like, should I just like leave it white? But I wanna like have the color of like brown, you know, my skin color, bamboo color. That's why I want it to be like have a brown, like so you kind of identify. Oh, this is from a country with a brown skin.
Oh, okay. Everything has a meaning. Yeah. I thought that you were doing it in brown because of it looks more like an old style, you know, like a papiro, like a.
That's what other people are going to think.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, it's more like the bamboo color, my skin color.
So it's what we were talking about, no? That the artist may do it with a sense, and then you read it completely different.
Yes, exactly.
So if I were like the commentarist of your art, no, they say, yeah, Rosa was thinking in contemplating life through blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah, and then it's like, yeah, no, no, it was more simple than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I just noticed when I started to paint, I want to like combine it with who I am, like mix of Filipino and like a Danish. That's why most of my paintings are like, first painting I made is like a Philippine flag and a little mermaid.
Yeah, that was
So,
very nice.
I gave it to I gave that first painting, even though it was just like not like a kid painting, but it symbolizes for me who I am, or like
Yeah,
it makes.
who were you at that moment?
I gave it to
To your
a
ex.
Danish ambassador in the Philippines.
Oh, fantastic.
Because I felt like it fits him as well, because he became one of the first
Yeah.
ambassador in the Philippines. I met him here, and he was like, I told him, I'm going to give you my painting, and then he asked me, are you painting so long? No, this is actually my first painting. But I wanna give it as a gesture because you were ambassador in the Philippines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice to go and search for this house of Jose Rizal.
Yeah.
It was simply so nice to do the whole thing, and I am so happy that
You get to know him.
I get to know him and that I get to go to this city just because of him. And yeah, it was very nice to go to the place where he was actually living, no?
Yeah.
And then to go to this place where they had the plaza and they commemorate the Philippines.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was
It's
so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a unique experience.
And he's very smart. I actually, when I was a kid, I'm idolizing him.
Yeah.
He's a polyglot. He learned a lot of languages because he traveled a lot.
Yeah.
Lived in Paris. He lived in Spain. He lived in Germany. Where you've been.
Yeah.
He also been to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Okay.
Yeah, we've been to. He's they're like saying that he attracts women. So every place, every place he go, he dated a local girl from that country.
So he was like
He's kind of
like a marinero.
Yes, he's a chick
Like
boy.
a girl in every port.
Exactly, he's like that.
He was like that.
Yeah, it's because he's also fluent in a lot of language. I guess that helps. When you could speak the language.
Yeah, and I was listening to a story about because he was living in this place that I visited in the house, but he was living in there after he met this guy in the priest, no? That and then he wanted to stay in Germany and learn correct German, and then he asked to this priest that maybe he can host him at his place and he can learn the correct language.
German,
and then the priest said yes, but
that's smart.
But then it's like how could he dare just meeting somebody and say, hey, can I live in your place?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess in the old days during his time, I guess there's not much people who's scamming people.
Yeah.
So they're more trustworthy and they're more like
Yeah.
And I guess there was already crime, but that's not much, And of course, if there's no TV, no ways of knowing what other peoples are capable of, then you're not going to be afraid to welcome a stranger in your home.
Yeah, but also he didn't have anything to lose, no? The only thing was that maybe he said no, but maybe he said yes.
Yeah.
And he go for it, no? And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And he got it. Yeah.
But I really, he have a short life, but he have a short, impactful life for Filipinos.
Yeah.
That he's very brainy. I really like his brain. That I wish that's why I idolize him. I want to I can't be a polyglot, but at least I could speak 3 languages.
So far, but you can still
I can still learn more. I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I started also very old, no, with this Danish.
Language,
I am.
That's, I mean the kids are easier to learn the language than us adults, because we already been through a lot. We've been through already how many courses we studied, we already work, and so it's not like easy for us. It's a lot easier for kids, to learn, I think. But
Yeah.
I don't know if Rizal learned it when he also like already an adult. But it's also, I think.
No, he was like young, no? He was
Yeah, he was young when he was. Anyway, he didn't die old. He was just like 30. I think he's 35 or something when he died. So he's not that old. But I guess he's a very fast learner.
He was smart. And also, in Mexico, we had we also had a revolution, no? So we had the independence, and then we had a revolution.
Yeah.
And so we have a national hero that is sort of like Rizal, also, because he was educated in a rich family.
Yeah.
His last name is Madero.
Yeah.
And they were owners of a winery in the north of Mexico. And so when everything about the revolution started, then everybody was being affected, no? For different ways of the revolution. And then also we had a dictator that was many years in the power. And suddenly there was this guy, and he said, the dictator said that, maybe next year I will retire. So then people started to do their own parties. And then because they thought that he was for real going to retire. And so then this guy from the area, from that area, decided to create his own party. But he was a success. And then the guy that was going to be retired at the end said, no, maybe Mexico is not ready to have a new president. And then he back up, he said, no, I will not retire. And then he started to eliminate everybody,
Oh, wow.
And so then, but the guy was already so popular that anyway he won. And so he won, and then he was the new president. But it's like the people want that every new president does have a magic lamp to help them with all their troubles, no? And then at some point the people was disappointed that this guy couldn't make a change. And then they started to have some problems with him. And then they didn't back him up as he needed for real changes. And at the end they betray him, and then they kill him.
Oh shit.
Together with the vice president.
Oh no.
So it was a sad story. But then the guy, the similarity is that this guy was also
became a hero,
no? Sort of a hero. So it's part of our authorized version of history, no?
Yeah. In the Philippines we have like these two famous heroes. Rizal is the brainy one who's writing, he's he's against the Spaniards during their days, but he's doing it by writing a newspaper, writing a book. And then there's another hero who's Andres Bonifacio.
But he really did the revolution.
Did the revolution. He's like more of like,
the
hands-on guy. The one is theoretical. The other one is more of like practical. Like more of like, this one is during all the.
He was just dreaming about maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that, and the other one is like took it seriously.
So they're two kind of opposite. The other one is more of like, peaceful way of revolution, and the other one is like, no, let's get some weapons.
Go for it.
Go for it and have a physical fight, and But they're both, you know,
They were the
they were both recognized as heroes.
Yeah.
So they both have their own statue in the Philippines, in Manila. I mean, yeah, in Manila.
Yeah, I saw this about Bonifacio when I went to the, the last day I stayed in this other area and by the museum, the other museum with this history of the Philippines.
So you also saw Bonifacio.
Yeah, I saw the whole Bonifacio thing, and also I saw him in the National Museum in this large painting that they had in there. Because I went the day before, no, I went again to the museum, and then I saw all the other section that I didn't see. that we didn't see, and so then I learned a lot about these other heroes. Yeah.
I'm done with my Baybayin, pre-colonial Filipino letters. That's how we write letters in the Philippines before colonization. So this is a good remembrance. I have my sign there and the date, the back.
Muy bien, very nice.
Yes, see? And then this one is, I'm going to use this as my art wall, these two, one behind you. So I'm going to put this there. Yes, that's our, oh my god. My video, this is my longest video, 1 hour. I haven't had any really long video in
No.
YouTube. But I mean, nowadays they have really 1 hour. I think in the old YouTube before. Yay! Good job. It's really pretty.
Thank you.
Where are you going to place it?
In my studio also.
Yes. In your office?
In my office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we could go for a walk after this. Then we could see the
beautiful park.
Yeah. I mean, we could go to that Hotel Lamosa, or we could go there in the one I told you where normally they have Sakura Park.
Oh, okay.
That place, but they don't have pink trees nowadays because it's already done. It's like a season for it, but it's still good to walk there. Good check.
Ta-da!
Veronica.
Rivera, yes.
Rivera. And Rizal is rice. Rizal. That's the Spanish of it. Is rice. Rizal. And then Mercado is market.
Market.
Yes, because I think they used to have, if I'm not mistaken, the reason why they chose that is they used to have a rice field.
Yeah, that was the way the last names were. No? Like that. I suppose that my family Rivera is a border of a place by the water. So maybe they were living like that.
Yeah, I think that's how it is in
Rosal, I don't know if it's Rosal. I don't know if it is about roses.
No, it's my dad and my grandma's name. The 3 letters combined together. It's Rosauro and Salvacion.
Okay, that's so nice.
Okay, bye.
Bye.